Well, it's been raining all day, and now it's like really raining. And we're off. Good morning, everybody. We're getting an early start today. We need to get rock. We got a little further along yesterday than we was thinking we were going to, which ain't a bad thing, but got to boogie out there real quick with this rock. So otherwise I ain't gonna have nothing to do. But I'll stop talking. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Let's go. All right, first shot, gang. Make sure that latched. It did not latch. There we go. All right, do our pre-trip, fill out our logbook, and get on down the road. Oh, that's a big old boy. You guys see him? There he goes. Look at that guy. Come here, let's get you out of the way. We go under the topper. That's a good spot for you. Big old toad, dang. All right, we're all hooked up, pre-trip done, logbook filled out. It did end up digging out those pallets, so I don't gotta do it again in a little bit. And we're off.
Worst season yet. It started this winter when winter skipped us. We had one of the driest winters in Minnesota history. But then it was followed by one of the wettest springs that we've had. So all of the moisture that we needed in January and February and March to keep us busy working skipped us, but it came in May, June, July, and into August, where we've been getting hit with rain and thunderstorms and system after system. But if you're a contractor, you should be ready for that. And I'm going to share some of the strategies that I've used over the years to level out some of those uneven bumps that inevitably will come our way.
Go get blocks. Good morning, everybody. So y'all's gonna have to use your imagination. We're time traveling, jumping forward today. So yesterday, got our first step set, little wing wall, all this stuff. I got a little bit more base to get in. I don't think we're gonna have to run it all the way to the curb like we were initially thinking. The yard dumps down real quick over here. And if I'm doing my mathematics correctly, once we get kind of past the shovel there, all you're going to be seeing is like cap, and I think that might look kind of dumb. But we'll cross that bridge once we get a little closer to it. That'll be a future problem. So today, steps. We got quite a bit of rain last night. We did a whole bunch of prep, but it's still pretty wet. It's just kind of how this year's been going. Ain't nothing but a thing. Had 2 step ups down in here, or step downs in here. That one went real quick. That one freaking was a bear. Finally got her licked. I ain't gonna say how long it took me. But yeah, we're gonna have a day of building and no backfilling, it looks like. All right, good morning, everybody. I'm tired today. Thankfully, it's Friday. It's been a week. So we got most of our stairs in yesterday. We were thinking that we could get away with 6. It didn't quite work out like that, so we got slapped that 7th one in there. We're gonna do that right away in the morning. Get the rest of that second wall all built up today, so that's all done. We're a little bit behind on our time frame here just because that first wall took such a long time to demo out. We kind of made up for it on how quick the second wall went, but we got concrete guys coming on Monday to demo and start pouring the driveway, so we might be here tomorrow doing the caps just so that that's all the way done and we're not going to be in their way or anything like that. So we'll have to see where we get today. But after the steps, we just got a little bit of wall to throw up, and then it's a little paver walkway going from the steps to the their deck. It's not going to be very big. It's going to be like 12 by 4, I think. 12.5 by 4, something like that. We'll see once we get into it and where this final step lies. That's all I got. That's all I got. Let's get into the day. Well, it's been raining all day, and now it's like really raining, so we're gonna leave. But we got our stairs in, wing walls are done, got that built up, a couple more courses, and got a decent amount of stuff done for how long we were out here. I'm happy with that. You happy with that, Zach?
I'd say we got a lot done for with the weather being the way it is.
Yep. Silver lining. All right. Wow, it is really raining over there. It is filling up our drain socks. All right, well, let's get picked up. All right, so weird weather day. We got a little bit of a break in between fronts, it looks like. So me and Zach are frantically gonna throw this pallet up, get this built up to where we want it to be, so that we just have to do caps over here on Monday, or tomorrow, Saturday. So like I said, yeah, concrete's coming on Monday, and then we don't have to be in their way at all. We could do caps from the back, but I'm not super a big fan of doing that. Yeah, our backfill's all soaked, so all we're gonna do real quick is get this up to height, and then get some fill in here tomorrow and caps hopefully and all that stuff. But we're racing the rain. Racing the rain. It's been a lot of that this year, huh?
Yeah, racing rain. Yeah.
Yeah. A
A lot of rain.
lot of rain. Good morning, everybody. So our last day on site today. We're a little bit behind on this one, not too bad. Like I said, that first wall we had to take out was built to hell and back, so that took a little bit longer to demo out. We made up for that a little bit on that second wall. Then we had like 3 days of rain, so that was kind of just how this year's been going, it seems like, which is fine. So yeah, last day. It's going to be a whole lot of cleaning up. Going to get our little patio walkway all finished up right away in the morning, just edging and sanding. Give her a good old, I'll give her a couple of good old packs, and that'll be that. And a whole bunch of cleaning up and some grading, and it will be on to the next one. That's all I got. Let's get into the day.
For me, survival has always meant imagining the worst possible scenario and being absolutely prepared and ready for that, so that if it doesn't come, everything else is cake. And that's why you see a lot of times I talk about getting ready, about getting prepared, about putting systems in place. It's because as a business owner, you never know what the future holds, but you hold the future in your hands by getting ready for the different kinds of scenarios that can come down the pipeline. See, most people that are employees don't worry about the future because they have a 40-hour work week ahead of them. So they think about 1 week at a time. But as a business owner, we have 52-week work years. So that means we're always constantly thinking about what is going to be happening next and how are we going to prepare for that. It's a completely different mind frame. So if you were thinking about starting a business, you've got to fundamentally change how you think about the future. And I don't even think about the future in 1 year riffs anymore. For me, it's always 5-year riffs. Now, when I began, I thought about seasonal riffs. I thought about, okay, I got to optimize this season in case the next season is bad. But no, then as I grew and matured as a business owner, I realized that it's think about this year because next year could be bad when you start to live through different kinds of recessions. But then when you see the impact that a long-term recession can have on a person, you think about how long can a recession last? Well, the average recession can last about 3 years before it starts to slowly climb out. So if you have a 5-year plan, then you should be safe. So that's how I've always survived as a business owner, is not thinking about this week, next season, next year, but always in a 5-year time frame. So my question to you is, what do you think is going to happen in the next 5 years? Scary. Put it in the comments down below. But tell me what you think. Now, as a contractor, I don't just worry about my 5-year game plan. There is more to it. I actually break each season down and think about the worst possible case scenarios inside of a season. So let's take snow plowing, for instance. If I want to survive a bad snow plowing season, I don't put all of my eggs in one basket and go out and bid on an hourly basis. I have some hourly accounts, so if it does get snowy, I'm covered. But I also have some monthly accounts, and monthly accounts means these are accounts that pay me whether I plow or don't plow. And I get this balance between accounts, so that season, no matter what can happen, I will survive that season into the next season. But now when it comes to spring, summer, and fall, and you can get these really rainy seasons, I don't worry about drought so much because I just don't mow lawns, so I don't have to worry about making tall grass short. But I do worry about excess rain, and the way you can combat excess rain as a contractor that does what we do is demolition. Demolition and working off from hard surfaces. So not only do I look for a number of jobs that are my typical profit makers, but I also look for those jobs that if it starts pouring rain down, I have a hard surface that I can work off from. Doing a building demolition, doing new retaining walls off from a driveway. Those are things that allow me to, for the most part, continue work and not completely shut my job sites down. What do you guys do? But that's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed going along for the ride. God bless, and go get him, you guys. We'll catch you on another one.
Good morning, everyone. All right, we're all wrapped up. The concrete guys did their concrete things. All right, well, that's that. On to the next one, which I'm pretty sure is another wall. We'll find out when we get there. All right, and then if any of y'all viewers or anybody's looking for a concrete company or any concrete work, Bombardo, those are the guys that we use. They're out of the Twin Cities. They've been doing it for a long time. They do some really fantastic work. Can't recommend them enough. Can't say enough good things about them. They're a great group of guys, so if you need any work done, those are the guys to talk to. All right, everybody, I got a update on the critters that fell out of our wall there. My better half came and picked them up and took them to the animal rescue, and it turns out that they were red squirrels, which was super bizarre because they were nested way deep down into that wall, and the gals up at the rescue had never heard of red squirrels making nests in a old block wall. But one of them, I can't remember if it was in the video or not, but had kind of a cut down its stomach. So I called a couple of days after she dropped him off to see how they were doing. The one that had the cut in his stomach took like 3 stitches, and other than that, he's doing great. And then so they'll be at the rescue for a couple more weeks here, getting big and strong, and get released back out into the wild.